coming to you live from the It's Funny Studios. I'm Doug.
I'm Greg.
And this is Mike.
And this is the It's Funny That Makes It Okay podcast. Hey, welcome to the show, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have got quite the show for you today.
Yes.
I hope.
We have a show.
We have a show. So I think Mike's got you guys got a couple things in the intro?
Yeah,
I do
maybe
not.
Just
right.
kind of a question to pose.
And then we have another Facebook segment of a bunch of just weird, stupid things we find on Facebook.
Oh, there's plenty of stupid things on Facebook.
I think we're going to do a little hot license plate talk.
Ooh.
Real controversial.
It is very controversial.
And Funemployment. We're going to find out what Funemployment is.
That sounds like a good time.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
I mean,
Sounds like a great thing.
I would like my employment to be fun.
Sounds like a great thing. I got a story. We're going to talk about Buck-ees. I just want to talk about Buck-ees if you've ever been to one. And then I got a story related to that. And a woman breaks into a restaurant and gets arrested for an item that she made. I'll see if you guys would be willing to go to jail for this item or not.
We will see.
And then a French woman, ooh la la, falls in love and is planning on getting married. But there will be a little more. There's a twist to that story. So we'll get into that. All right. Let's fire it up, boys. Get this show on the road.
All right. Well, I'm going to kick us off with something here. I had seen a sign. We've seen some interesting signs over the course of our podcast here.
Yes, we have.
So I found another one to add to the collection. We were coming into Peoria a few weekends ago, and just spray painted on a nice sign here. We've got a taco sale. Ooh,
Taco sale.
Right in somebody's front yard, it looks like.
Yeah, it's prime real estate. This reminded me very much of the meat out of the back of the truck type deal. Not quite sure what you're going to get at the taco sale. Could be the best tacos of your life, or it could be the worst mistake of your life. It could have gone either way, and I feel like there was no middle ground.
I feel like a good story is going to be had no matter what happens. It could be bad things, but still a good story.
Well, and they listed out, you can choose from your protein. They've got street corn, shrimp
Cocktail in
shrimp
quotes.
cocktail.
So it's not really shrimp cocktail. The quotes scare me. That's what is scary.
The whole thing kind of scares me, I'm not going to lie. I love the spray paint, too. Taco sale. They have fruit, cold drinks, and more. Today, Saturday, they list the address, and they forgot the post street type there, so they put the avenue right in the bottom corner.
In pen.
Yeah.
The rest of it's like painted. And they put it.
Well, the today Saturday is real light. I was trying to figure out what that was.
Yeah. So was this sign in front of where the sale was? Or is
No,
it? Okay.
this was in front of a random store.
Okay.
So this was not where the sale was.
Because I didn't know if there was a need for an address if it happened to be where.
No, this was not at the house.
And Mike,
so.
you might have said it. What was after? I can't read it. What was after fruit? Cold what?
Drinks.
Cold drinks and more.
And more.
Yep. Well, it's annoying too because they wrote, it's like almost every letter is capitalized except for a few letters in the middle of the word.
Steak, pork, and what? Chicken?
Steak, pork, chicken, Mexican sausage.
Mexican sausage.
Yep.
Oh, I'm having a hard time reading.
Yeah. I can't
Street
rip on them
corn.
about the capitalization. I'm terrible about that.
Well,
I'm
The
all
quotes-
over the place.
The quotes, though.
Yeah, the shrimp cocktail is in quotes.
An ice cone, not a snow cone, and not an icy, but an
And not
ice
ice
cone.
cream.
Nice go.
It's an ice cream cone full of ice.
It's an ice cone.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the taco sale.
You should have went.
Would it be tacos like they've got it, or would it be taco?
No,
sale?
it should have been taco sale, I think. But they put tacos sale.
Maybe that's his name. It's his sale.
Without the apostrophe there?
Without the apostrophe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
And in this case, street corn might be literal.
It very well could have been.
We scooped this
street
corn up off the street.
Yes.
And,
It very well could have been. So anyway.
it's weird
taco
why
sale.
street corn is the only, because do they not have other salsa and stuff like that, or is it just street corn?
I don't
You should have
don't know.
stopped and got one.
We were on our way to an event, and we were going to a wedding.
Be late. If you showed on the picture, they would understand. It's like, look,
I had to stop.
I realize you're getting married, and we came in late. But look at this picture. What would you do? You obviously would stop. You could have maybe got him something.
I was kind of afraid we were
gift. I'm sure they had gift certificates there or something.
Oh, well, man. I just didn't want to get murdered or something at the taco sale, so I don't know. I didn't end up going. But
Interesting.
maybe it was a missed opportunity. We'll never know.
It's probably a miss something, but like you said, you probably dodged a bullet.
Yeah, I think that would probably be more apt. All right. Well, the other day, I think we've talked about this before, but I was thinking about this the other day. I know.
You're going to bring up something we've talked about? That we never do. There's always fresh, hot topics coming at you.
I know, but I don't know. It just popped in my mind again. Because when I go in places, if someone is like right behind me, I will hold the door open for them. But I noticed the other day that I will hold a door at the gas station if somebody is still out at the pump and I see them moving this way. I'll stand there and hold the door. And it's like, what is the distance that you guys would hold
Really?
the
So if
door?
they're at the pump and they're just finishing up.
They're finished up. They're already walking this way.
Oh, so if they're just taking and putting the nozzle back in, you're not holding the door?
Probably not. Because I don't know when they're going to walk up there. But if they've already made the turn and taken a step, and they're still out the pump, though, which is what, a good
25 feet?
Yeah,
20 feet?
away. What's your limit on holding a door open for someone?
I'm probably not going to hold it that long. I mean, if we make eye contact, we acknowledge each other.
Yeah.
At the door, I'll probably hold it open a little bit longer than I would.
Would you hold it more for a female or a male?
Well, I would hold it open longer for a female, just out of courteous sake.
Yeah.
But
in other words, you won't be courteous to a male.
I mean, not that I won't be curious to him, but I guess I'd be more apt to hold the door open for a woman than
That kind of happened to
guy.
me today. I went to the gym, and when I was leaving, a guy and a gal left in front of me, and as the gal held the door open for me, and the guy and she goes, and I said thank you, and the guy kind of turned, and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then as they were walking away, I heard her say, "You're a jerk."
So what was the distance? What's a distance? How far out?
Do you
How
have
far
do
out
you have
are
a set
holding?
distance? 5 feet, 20 feet.
No, see, I'm not going 20. I'll give you maybe 10. And even that might be a little bit. No, I'll probably say 10.
10?
Maybe give or take a couple. But you know what's
I don't think there's a right answer. I'm just
Oh, there it is.
You know what's really annoying though?
We're going to hash it out right now.
When you go into a place and somebody doesn't hold the door open for you and they're right in front of you. That is annoying. I hate that.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I would agree with you. Yeah, that irritates me to no end. I said 6 foot.
So yeah, mine's
6
more
foot.
like 20.
No, that's too far out. I'm not going to stand there and hold the door.
And I would be with Mike. I would be more apt if I hold it for a woman than.
So again, the guy, no, I would 6 foot. I will hold it for the man or woman.
Well,
Or
it changes as it gets closer. Like
elderly person for sure.
oh, I slam in their face.
Kick their cane, knock them down, take their money.
But it changed the distance. Like if it's a guy and he gets probably 6 feet, yeah, I'd probably hold it then, but not the 20-footer. So
Well,
I'm biased.
You're only holding it 20 feet for a woman.
I'm still not
Does
holding.
it matter what she looks like?
No.
See, I'm not going to hold the door open
No, it really
for
doesn't.
a woman 20 feet though.
Yeah.
I'm not
That
either.
makes sense.
I'm like, you know what? You should get up here and open the door for me.
Say anybody. At
I'm
that
all for equal
threshold.
rights. Get up here, open the door, and buy me a soda.
Let's not get too overboard.
But I've noticed too, it's funny because as a society, I feel like we've gotten a little more like rude to each other. And yet people will bend over backwards to get that door held open. I mean, I've
Sometimes.
noticed that. Like, yeah, sometimes, most of the time, people will like,
Well, and that's why I get annoyed when people don't. It just makes it feel that much more abrasive.
Yeah. So I don't know. It just struck me funny how the door holding thing goes.
Yeah, that's weird. And that's the only thing that you do anything else to help people out, or you just no? That's it. The door, and you figure I've done my deed for the day.
Name something else. I'm trying to think. What else? I help people.
Why did you say you didn't help people? I'm just asking. Like a lot of times, I'll buy like the person's drink behind me if they're in line. I'll do that 2 or 3 times.
Done that. I don't do it often, but
I do that off and on. Depends on how I'm feeling. Although I will say this: now the gas stations, they have all these stupid smart checkouts where I don't buy it. I'm like, well,
I don't know.
I don't either. I put my stuff up there. Half the time it doesn't work, or it mischarges me something.
Yeah.
I'd go to do that, and the person behind me would be like, "Oh, thanks, I appreciate that." And then their spouse or whatever would walk up with a 12-pack of beer or whatever. You know, it's like, okay, hold on, I'm not buying your whole deal now.
No,
Like,
I always just say the soda. I will buy their soda.
Yeah. Talking about those stupid self-checkout things, back when they still had the Reese's eggs, early on, you would throw a double Reese's egg on there, and it would say M&M's.
Yep.
And they would say, oh, you got to take it off and scan it. So you take it off, same machine, and run it under the scanner, and it would read correctly. It's like, is it a different number when I scan it? Why is...
Well, I don't think it's scanning a number a lot of times. Because
it's scanning the barcode.
I would have it barcode
right.
down. It's just taking a picture, and it's like, M&M. It's like, I don't think this is a smart checkout. It's a checkout. I don't think I'm questioning the smart part.
We got the dumb one in town.
Yeah. So you see stuff like that. I'm not super concerned with AI or robots taking over yet, because it's like, okay, you can't choose between a Reese's egg and a package of M&Ms.
Yeah. Once it starts critiquing your, it's like, Doug, this is the third.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it does.
I'm sorry, we can't sell this to you.
Once it starts that, then it's maybe,
How do you feel? Have you ever been in one of these where somebody in a drive-through, you pull up and they've bought your order? How do you feel about that? Are you paying, or do you just say thank you and move on?
I've done both. Most time, it makes me get the one behind me too.
But see, I don't want to. I don't order that much. I didn't go in here to be forced to buy the van load of people's food behind me.
Because mine's $3.
Yeah, the guy in front of me made out like a bandit, and he looks like a saint. Now I'm the devil. The devil. I ain't gonna buy it. Or I go to buy it, and they're like, "Oh, that's $47.50." It's like, holy crap! No, I changed my mind. Sorry. You know what? I'll put $3.78 towards it, because that's what I was going to pay. But I hate that.
Doug's like, I'll buy the next 5 cars.
No.
That one's like
I don't like being, I will just do things. I've bought people dinner. My wife and I go out, we'll look around sometimes, and we'll just pick, if there's a couple or if there's somebody eating by themselves, sometimes I'll say, hey, I'll ask the waitress. No, to be fair, I kind of scope out, what do they eat? They eating the street tacos and quote shrimp cocktail. I might not buy that because that's going to cost me. But if it's something reasonable, I'll look and like, we'll just do something nice for somebody.
Yeah,
just tell them, don't tell them who it was. Just tell them, God bless, have a great day. That's it. Just helping them out.
They turn on. What? They don't think we can afford this? Or?
Well, that's fine.
The pay it forward is like the ultimate guilt trip.
It is.
It's a trap.
It is. I don't like that because I feel guilted into it.
Yeah. Now go ahead.
I was going to say, I also don't like all these stupid we're getting off on a tangent now, I know, but this is good. When I go to check out at Walmart, it's like, would you like to help a hungry child? And it's like, like, no.
You want to contribute to our education
taking, the little avatar, it actually like takes the food out of the child's hand. He's crying now on the screen. Like, what do you mean? No, is this really going to help a child, or am I going to donate money to this corporation and you're going to take the money and donate it and then you get the tax write-off? Like, no.
Dollar Tree,
guilting me.
Dollar Tree had a little basket full of canned foods, and they said, you want to pay for a canned food?
It's like somebody already did. Just give it to them.
I'm like, not today, thanks.
It's like, did the poor people want a Dollar Tree canned food? I mean, even the poor people like, this is a Dollar Tree.
Yeah,
what is this?
I'm sure it's out of date. Yeah. Now I have
Canned
paid.
bread? What is this?
I have paid for servicemen or cops meals before. I'd see them in a restaurant or something. I'd say, I'll take care of that.
I just did it for the normal hoi polloi, just the regular average person.
Oh, I don't care about the average.
I know you don't.
I knock down old people at doors and
You got your mansion. I'm surprised you don't have your butler come with you and hold the door open for people. Jeeves, get the door.
That's a good idea. Ride along
Now
with me.
slam it in their face.
Yeah.
Especially that guy over there.
That's right. Sorry, I did not mean to get us all off.
No, it's all right. There was a topic I wanted to bring up. All right. Well, we're going to move on into some Facebook stuff. And I've got a few of them here that I thought were kind of humorous. So
Okay, a few. So is it 3?
5. Is that?
See, that's more than a few, though. We've had a few.
So
I
how
would
many
say
is that then?
A handful is what I said.
I said it at the same time. A handful would be 5.
No, I think it's a few.
Few is like, it's more than 2, but it's like 3 or 4. Once you get to
2 would
5,
be a couple.
yes.
Well, what's 4?
I said 3 or 4 would be a few.
Oh, but 5 not.
5 is you're going next level now. You got a handful of Facebook things.
I think
We
it's a
have
few.
had this
No,
conversation.
Yes, we
on here
have.
before.
A bunch. A
can't-
hunk. I got
I
a
can't-
hunk of a Facebook.
I can't hold these in my hand, so it can't be a handful. But it's a few because
you have
don't
tiny
hold
hands.
a few. Well,
You could use both hands
to hold the Facebook.
to hold all 5 of your Facebook posts.
All right. So we've all griped about drive-throughs and restaurants and
That
stuff.
does
Well,
not sound like us.
I know.
Griping about something? Are you kidding?
Well, this person had an experience. They said, save yourself a lot of anguish and stress.
I already like this post.
Yeah. Before going
I
to,
like this post.
before going to KFC in Morton, first buy a gun, go hunting for a chicken, field dress it, build a fire, and grill it.
Oh, that's good.
You'll be money and time well ahead. Been sitting in the drive-thru for over 20 minutes for a 2-piece chicken dinner for my
Oh,
wife.
jeez.
So
Well, we've talked about that. I've been to Kentucky Fried Chicken at like 5:45, and they said we didn't have chicken. I'm like, oh my gosh, how do you not have chicken? It's in the name.
I know.
Go to Burger King. We don't have burgers. How do you not have a
We
burger?
do have the king, though.
Oh, we have the king. He'll be in your sack. I'm sure he will be. I don't want the king in my sack.
And then somebody commented, sounds good, but where do I hunt down my sides of coleslaw and mashed potatoes? Haven't seen a potato run around here forever. There was one other one I think that I thought was funny in this one.
Oh, goodness.
Let's see. Sorry, give me just one sec.
That's all right.
Yeah, do the music.
We're reliving the drive-through experience here.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be 20 minutes before I get this done. Okay, I'm not seeing the one I was thinking.
Oh, you tease. You Facebook tease. You got us all geared up.
Yeah,
and a big
it's hard
letdown.
when
I'm a thumbs down that.
somebody, I think, just had a stroke when they responded because she replied, "Did Ruby Tuesday sell, or does the owner still have all his prices way too high?" And that's on the KFC thread.
Well, Ruby Tuesday's been out of business for like
5, 6 years?
I think even longer than
More
that.
than that? 10 years?
Well, they raised their prices, I guess.
The building's abandoned and it's got graffiti on it.
Yeah.
Like, has she been eating there?
I hope not.
These prices are outrageous.
The service is terrible. I waited forever.
It's so dark in here. I'm all boarded up.
All right.
Oh,
Okay. Well, I'll go to my next one. Okay. Have a friend that needs a home for a rooster. Buff Orpington, 4 months old, free.
Buff?
Buff.
Or
Somebody's
do you have a
responding.
last name? Is that the friend or the rooster's name? Is
Sir,
that
Buff
Or is that the
Orpington.
type of rooster? A Buff Orpington rooster, maybe? I don't.
Oh, I thought it was like his name, Buff Orpington. I'm like, wow.
It's only
This is
4
a
months
very,
old.
very formal rooster.
Sir Buff.
I picture him having a monocle too.
Top hat.
Top hat, a little top hat.
And one of the first comments is, Is he nice?
He's a mean rooster.
And the person replied, I'll ask. Are you going to ask the rooster? Are you nice?
Oh, no, Buff! Please stop it, Buff! It's pecking the crap out of you.
And another response was, I was talking to an unknown lady today.
An unknown lady?
In Peoria, whose friend has a chicken rescue. Sorry, no other information.
We rescue chickens. They're delicious. And
wait,
does he not know the lady, or is it unknown if she is a lady? It could go either way. I don't know. She looked like a lady, but I don't know anymore.
I don't know.
This world has gotten to a point where I can't answer those questions.
It says unknown lady,
unknown
so
lady.
I'm not sure.
Did that post just end right there? Did that comment just end at that?
Yeah. It said, is he not, or not, is he, that was the, is he nice?
Right. What
was
the last one?
Sorry, no other information. That was it.
That was all?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
A chicken rescue?
Yeah, chicken rescue. For those homeless chickens and runaways.
It's a foster care system.
She's got a foster. I'm fostering a couple roosters.
I'll foster a chicken for a few days. I don't know. The last one didn't work out very
Strutting around
well.
the house.
Oh, jeez.
All right, the next one. I'm in need of moving boxes. If anyone would have some they would like to get rid of, happy to take them off your hands. And it's Mike's favorite thing, the background.
Oh, yes.
It's a birthday cake.
Oh, that's nice.
So we have a birthday cake asking for boxes. So
Maybe she needs them for presents for the birthday.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Then
But again, we don't know that. This is a
don't.
random background.
I need to comment. Why are you using this background? Are these boxes for a present? What is happening?
And this one, it's just the way it's worded. It's a Sealy Queen mattress and box springs, free to a good home. You just have to come and get it and move it out. It's been used for a hot decade. But
I'm out. I already don't want to use mattress.
And why has it been a hot decade in the bed?
Why don't? Oh, go ahead.
He says, it's been used for a hot decade, but time for the boys to use a bunk bed. So we just don't need this anymore.
The boys? What is that?
Oh, jeez.
So,
All right.
See, I can't think of the other guys. Dirty Mike and the boys have been using the mattress.
Yes.
What happened in here? I'm not going with the used mattress. I'm just not.
No. You never go with
I will
these
get a
matches.
cheap mattress. I don't care if they say, "Oh, this is a top of the line." You used it for a hot decade. If you'd have just said 10 years old, that's way better than a hot decade on the mattress.
yeah, a hot decade. So 10 years.
And the boys are going to a bunk bed?
I guess so.
Well, if you have little kids, why are they on a queen size mattress?
Oh, jeez.
All right.
That's a
All
good.
right,
That's a good
last
question.
One.
So you couldn't find one, so you were down to 4. So then you had a few.
No,
if you
one.
not, okay. I couldn't. You said you were looking for one earlier. I was gonna say, well,
No,
then you
one
did.
comment
Gotcha.
that I wanted to touch on, but I couldn't find it.
Sorry, I didn't mean
Nope,
to.
you're good. So this person's complaining, I just walked our dog on the south end of town. There were numerous very loud engine reviving, instead of revving, reviving, hot rod reviving, sounds of vehicles roaring up and down Queenwood, 4th Street, Idlewood, and further away. So that's their complaint.
Oh, darn kids in the reviving machines.
The loud car.
And then somebody's comment is, that's scary. Teens have died on Queenwood driving too fast. There's not been a teen death on Queenwood in probably, I don't know, 20 years.
Probably people have died on every road around here if you go back far enough.
Well, yeah, because then somebody replied, when was this? I'm not making fun of teens dying.
Well, are teens driving around hot rods anymore? I don't know the last time I saw a teen getting in a hot rod and running up and down the town. Now, back in the 80s when I was in high school, yeah, routinely we would take our cars out and run them all over.
You'd revive your engine?
We would revive them up and down. We'd revive the crap out of them.
Y'all should hear the noise of racing cars picking up speed on Jackson, tearing out of town by the soccer field. It's all day, every day, and night. And the next person had a comment with a picture said, if I had some pearls, I'd be clutching them.
Oh, I was just going to say, oh my, I've got the vapors. I feel like I need a big fan and fan myself. Oh
man.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
The sounds of my youth and Morton. Somebody said, so what? And then since it said revive instead of rev, somebody said, maybe it's a muscle car revival.
Oh my gracious.
Let's see. Anything
Ridiculous.
else? The good days, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that was it. So that's my Facebook funnies.
All right. Well, I'm going to take over. I've got a good number of Facebook here myself, so I'm going to kind of go through these a little quick. I'm going to start off. I just sent them to you guys too, so you can kind of follow along with them. So the very first one I've got, it's got a blue background, so nothing too crazy.
Nope, that would be.
However,
okay.
It is the content of the post that I wanted to highlight with this one. It says, out at Oak Ridge Park today, we found a big cedar lodge multi-tool knife on one of the baseball fields. The word sexy was engraved on one side.
Well, maybe one of the baseball players lost his knife.
So they dropped it out to the park district. You know, they said if you wanted to claim it. Yes, I'd like to claim my sexy knife.
A multi-tool knife with sexy on one side?
Yeah, sexy knife.
It's a very sexy knife.
Yeah. So the next one I had.
That's the first thing I do when I get my multi-tool.
You engrave it?
monogram
You have a very
Yeah.
sexy multi-tool.
That's right. Yes, my sexy multi-tool.
There's a mirror on there too on the multi-tool, so you can bring out the mirror. You know,
Yeah.
remind yourself.
Nice. That is sweet.
So the next one I was looking for just annoyed me, just because there are. It's okay. Anyway, I'll read the post. It says, "Hi, I'm looking for a house, duplex, townhouse, or possibly an apartment to rent." Okay, so you just hit about every living, space.
I'm looking for a place to rent.
And this says must be 1 to 2 bedroom, deck, porch, patio, updated, laundry and unit, allows cats, and must be under $1,000 and be available at the end of July. Excuse me, what?
There, a lot of must.
Yeah, Facebook is not the platform for this. Go look on Zillow. Go look on apartments.com. I don't care. Stop putting it on Facebook. It's not Facebook's problem to filter every single one of your needs. I hate that. I see more and more of these. We talked about some
there's an
last time.
awful lot of options. It's like
I know.
Yeah.
must be 1 or 2.
Like, this is your
Deck,
problem.
porch, or patio.
This is your problem to look for, not ours on Facebook.
Updated
Updated,
laundry. I don't want some old laundry. Oh, good, because we just had a wash tub and a line that you can hang your clothes out when you get done.
But that's outdoors.
Watch out for the
but
chicken.
That's
Now you run a
outdoors.
chicken
Rescue.
rescue.
But that'd be outdoors.
Must be under $1,000.
Because it says it has to be in unit.
Oh, I can put it inside.
Put the clothesline in the house.
Yeah, run it out.
Yeah, so I just get out of here with that stuff.
Your weak post.
The next one, so this one is kind of a longer post, but basically they were doing some concrete work in front of their house, and they were looking for a couple teenagers to come move some concrete. The part that I love is just like, we're looking to haul this broken concrete from Washington over here, kind of in the middle of town, down to Sunnyland. Just throw it in a ravine.
I
Throw it in any old ravine will do. It doesn't matter.
It'll
Just
be that guy's front yard that gets the stuff thrown in it.
probably, or the backyard if he lives on a ravine.
Well, I saw that. I live in Sunnyland. It's like, why are you taking it and chucking it in? Not the ravine, into a ravine.
Any old
throw it into
ravine.
a ravine.
It has to be in Sunnyland though. It can't be in.
We don't want this garbage in our neighborhood, in our town.
All this broken
Take it down to
concrete.
Sunnyland. Those scummy land people, they don't care. They like broken concrete. Probably running a chicken rescue.
They'll think it's a sidewalk.
They don't even have updated laundry.
I like the pay is substantial. So these
I
teenagers
doubt
are
it.
gonna-
Yeah,
Here's a quarter for you, young man.
yeah. So anyway, I just
sitting out on my porch with my overalls and no shirt. Say, well, Ma, there goes another truck with a load of concrete for the ravine.
I love to just throw it in a ravine. Any old one will do.
Those hicks down in Sunnyland, 3 miles away from us.
Yeah.
Uncouth.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Well, the next one, not so much the background, but the background can kind of be pointed out with this. But it
Yes.
says, "Does anyone know a roofer?" Okay.
Any roofer.
But then he specifies, they go on to say, I think his name is Todd Cargill. If you do, could you send me his name or could you send me his phone number? Thank you. So are you looking for...
What? Just a roofer? Or are you looking for Todd Cargill?
I don't know.
Because it looks like both, and he has the laughing emoji, the
Why
crying
is he
laughing
laughing?
emoji. You're never going to figure this out. You're right. We're completely clueless. You have confused everybody on Facebook.
I'm certainly confused. I don't understand it. The next one gets even better.
What if I know a roofer and his name's Bob Smith? Do we?
Well, he's not Todd Cargill. So I think that's who I think they're looking for Todd Cargill. But the next one is even better. It says, trying to find contact info for Jack Hayes. And they linked him. They linked him in the post. There's your contact info right there.
They got it's blue.
You linked to him.
How about tap on that?
What else? You searched his name and it linked it. Oh boy.
They're trying to find it though.
Some people are so helpless. The next one too, it links. It just says, Gillen Anthony, you left card at Beck's.
I'm assuming they mean ATM card or something.
The ace of spades.
Debit. Yeah.
I thought like a birthday card.
Yeah.
Well, it just says, you left card at Beck's.
You left card.
You left card. And they just throw it out on Facebook. Gillen Anthony, if you see it. You left card at Beck's.
Sorry, I swiped already. It's
I was swiped.
Oh my god.
Well, the next one. Weather alert.
That's it. Weather alert with an exclamation point. That's all
Oh,
it
it's
says.
probably the flash drought.
We don't know.
No.
It's just on like the Washington, the page for the town.
Yeah.
Weather alert. Too bad there's not like 800 apps that have a weather channel, 40 radio stations, 7 television stations in the area that interrupt your phone and radio all the time, anytime there's weather, but weather alert. I'm going to subscribe to this person so that I can just start getting my alerts all the time.
Weather alert. Gosh.
There will be weather this afternoon.
Yes. So the next one too, this one was like, I think, like Greg said earlier, somebody had a stroke when they wrote this. Why aware? So why aware, like W or AWARE? Why aware? All the trucks going somewhere with lights and sirens.
They're probably headed to Morton with all the kids racing on
Oh,
Cleveland.
let's put a stop to this crap.
Why
We're from Washington
aware?
and we don't even want to hear that. I'm sure it was why were, but yeah, why were all the trucks going somewhere with lights and sirens?
Why? I'm going to read it in its entirety. Why aware? All the trucks going somewhere with lights and sirens. Oh boy, that's rough.
They're going somewhere.
But aware. Why aware? So the next one
They want to
says,
fight the weather alert.
maybe. Next one says, I am leaving an HP printer at Birchwood Park.
Do you guys have a Birchwood Park?
We do.
Oh, you do? We
Yep.
do too.
It says, it contains brand new ink. So far so good, right? It says,
Take it to the park. Releasing it back into the wild. Why did he take it to the park? Sorry, go ahead.
no, I'm
He
going
wants to play on the playground.
Come on, boy, you want to go for a ride? Sorry. Why is he doing this? Sorry, go ahead. 'Cause
No.
The best part's coming, and I'm ruining it.
I'm going to start over too. It says, I am leaving an HP printer at Birchwood Park. So again, there you go. It must like the outdoors. It contains brand new ink. So far so good.
It's got new ink in it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get rid of
And
it.
then it says, it still works, but it is poo.
Poo.
I will not be taking any questions.
Please take it.
Please take it. Yeah.
Why are you taking it to the park, though? Why is it the park's problem?
Better than a ravine, I
Maybe you
guess.
should try to find a printer rescue. Come and take it for him.
See, the park of the ravine. I don't know.
I don't get it.
But it is poo.
Okay, so the next one's kind of
I'd like
similar.
to see the comments on it, see if anybody asked a question.
Oh,
Because they said I'm not taking any questions.
There is no question. No questions allowed. Commenting is fine, but no questions. Next one says, Washington, it's my mom's on the curb. No question or no messages, please. I am not there. she will let me know when it's gone. It's like an old exercise bike, an old exercise machine.
Why does this person need to know when it's gone?
Did it have the address?
It did.
Okay.
So I blocked that part
I see
out.
that.
So at least they did say that, but it says, it's my mom's. It's on the curb. No messages.
It's really not on the curb. It's in the yard.
It does look like it's in the yard.
I noticed no messages, but there's 5 comments on it.
Yeah.
Like, we don't, whatever it is.
She will let me know when it's gone. So I hope somebody picked it up.
It's gone.
That scary exercise bike, it's gone. All right, so the next one says, where do I get rid of razor blades? I use a lot of them and just don't feel comfortable throwing them in the garbage. It's a whole mason jar.
And a big mason jar.
That's a lot of razor blades.
It's like X-Acto, X-Acto blades, but...
So you don't think they're
what is he, Scarface? Cutting lines and lines of cocaine.
I don't know, but that is a lot. I mean, that's one of those things.
Blades.
It's like, this is one of those contests, you guess the amount of razor blades in there. All right, Doug got a sneak peek of the next one. So I'm going to move on. It says free ! And it's a little pink plastic.
It's a tiny little bitty pink.
Yeah.
Plastic watering can. It's tiny. I didn't even see that at first. It just said free. I'm like, what's free? And I'm like, oh, way down at the bottom, there's a little bitty can.
Yeah, because they posted their address, like their house number, on the front of the house. Yeah. And it's a little watering can just at the bottom.
Oh, my gracious.
This makes me think of one I saw yesterday. I wish I would have got a picture of it. I was on either end of by Main Street or by Oregon Court over here. There was a sign that said yard sale. And as I went down the street to come home, the house was there and there was a sign that said yard sale. And there was a little box sitting next to it with about 4 kids' toys in it.
Oh, that's so sad.
That's the yard sale?
That's so sad.
It's almost as bad as this little picture.
That is.
Yeah.
Free.
All right, this next one's a little bit longer, so I'm going to read it real quick. Basically, somebody bought a can of White Claw Surge. And what it comes down to is they only like 2 types of flavors from the 4 flavor pack. So they're looking to trade with somebody the 2 flavors of their pack that they don't want, that if somebody else will trade them the other White Claw flavors that they want. That's the point of a variety pack, is it gets you different flavors. If you wanted certain flavors, just buy the flavor. But that's what happens when you buy a variety pack.
Now, like at the end of her post, she says, "Anyone?" ? I mean,
like this isn't some sort of
how much money is that if you just give it to somebody or whatever? And I like how she puts too, single white female. Why do we need to know that? Does that make a difference?
And they post it anonymously too, which is great. It's like,
yeah,
but this isn't some bartering swap page. Just either drink it or pass it on to someone.
It's like, okay, if you don't love the 2 carbs, 8% alcohol this beverage offers, just keep scrolling and hold your judgment.
I didn't keep scrolling. I judged.
I love the 2 carbs. So I'll keep going.
Okay. Next one I had. So people never put away their giant skeletons from Halloween last year.
And by giant, I mean, what do you think? It's
12.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a huge skeleton in front
and then
of the
there's
house.
a littler one kind of at the knee of the bigger one.
Probably like a 5-footer or something.
Yeah. It says, Frank and Beans heard rumors that people might want to take prom pictures out front. So they dressed up the skeletons in tuxedo shirts and got prom red carpet out there.
We can do all that, but we can't take it and put it down. Yes. How would you like to be this guy's neighbor? I'm going to leave this 12-foot skeleton in my yard all year.
That was exactly my point.
I'm going to dress it up it's going to be dressed like Santa Claus and Easter
Christmas
Bunny.
Lights on it.
Yeah, it's just going to be constant. We'll have the flag and the sparklers on the 4th of July. What a nightmare.
Yep, that was exactly my point. Next one, when I saw this, I was like, this can't be right. But somebody posted text upside down.
How do you do that?
I don't know. But if you put it upright, it says, looking to help 2 families with $3,900 each for bills. Just tell me what time you see this.
Did you tell them?
I didn't. So I don't know. I don't know what was going on here.
I don't know how you post that upside down.
I've never seen that before until just now, until that one. So I've got 2 more, or just 3 more here. So you guys remember a few? Yes, I've got a few more. Do you guys remember the one page that was suggested to me last go around about the tenderloin sandwiches? Well, I got another one.
You know what? I started getting those after that.
Well, because it had heard us talking about it.
Yes, it did.
So this one is called Hot Dogs with Threatening Auras. This is a group. It wants me to join this group.
That could be a bunch. Who knows what that could be?
I don't know.
I would be afraid to join that group.
It gave me a post, I think, to show what this group is about. It says,
I still don't know.
No, I don't either after reading it.
My company has moved beyond the pizza party and onto the 7 a.m. breakfast glizzies. No side, no can of pop, just morning wiener.
And it's a picture of a plate with 2 hot dogs with like relish and ketchup and mustard on them.
And a fork.
Yep. So, yeah. Threatening auras with these hot dogs.
No one wants a morning wiener.
Well, I want to know what a breakfast glizzy is.
Well, glizzy is just a hot dog. It's just slang, but
it is. I've never heard that.
I've never heard that one.
That's a Gen Z slang for hot dog. Glizzy.
Oh,
how do you get that from hot dog?
I couldn't tell you. That's what the kids are saying these days.
Glizzy.
Yeah. So the next one here. So
I've seen
somebody. Okay, as I say, somebody took their face and photoshopped it. I think this is on a
Ghost.
The movie Ghost.
Okay, and they're making
Demi Moore and
tamales.
Patrick Swayze, the famous scene where they're doing the pottery wheel.
Gotcha. I didn't know what this was. So
only they photoshopped like tamales, and this woman's face like he's helping her make tamales from behind. That does not make me want to eat the tamale.
No.
Did they have a sign out front that said tamales?
I don't think so. I think they were social media marketing their tamales instead of the actual physical marketing. So the last one I had was, it says, I have a cat in my driveway and it's not doing well. Does it belong to anyone? What do you do with a cat on the weekend?
Party with it?
If it was a weekday, I would know what to do with the cat. But because it's a Saturday, I don't know.
Take it to the chicken rescue.
Well, I think part of that is too, like, animal control doesn't work on the weekends.
Yeah. So hopefully the cat made it past the weekend.
I got a story about that. Several years back, we had a pit bull that was running in the neighborhood and got into my yard. Well, I chased it out because I kind of got into it with my dogs. So I got my dogs in. And we called animal control, and there was just somebody answering the phone like, yeah, we don't have anybody working on the weekend. Said, can you get a hold of it and hold it till Monday? I'm like, I cannot hold this dog till Monday.
It's a pit bull.
I don't want it in my yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway.
Craziness. Well, hopefully the cat made it past the weekend.
Yeah, I feel bad for the cat.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move on here. We got a random story. I'd seen this, gotten kind of a chuckle out of it. This is
real quick. What would you do if the cat was laying in your driveway like that on a weekend?
I don't know.
Would you pick it up?
I'm not going to pick it up.
I don't know what's wrong with it. Yeah, has it got rabies or?
I'm going to let it just, I don't know how. It looks like it's doing.
It was hot out.
It looks like he's doing fine though. He's like stretching out.
Was he stretching or was he like?
I don't know.
Like he has no energy.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What would you do? I mean, I'm.
Try to get him off of there into the grass?
Maybe, yeah.
Get a shovel? Scoop him off to the side? I don't know.
I guess you can get some water, maybe.
Yeah, give it some
water
milk or something to try to coax it off the driveway. That'd probably work.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go on to a story now. I had seen this. It says nearly 800,000 Maryland drivers are sporting a license plate that promotes a Filipino gambling site. Like, how did that happen? Well, leave it to the government. Basically, the state of Maryland had a license plate. This was kind of like a special license plate that commemorated the War of 1812. And it links to, at the bottom of the license plate, it has a URL, web URL, www.starspangled200.org. Well, guess what? They didn't keep up with the domain.
Oh.
So, obviously got bought out. And now, what was a once kind of info type website.
Yeah, probably a little historical thing about the War of 1812.
And the role that Maryland played. Now we'll take you to a Filipino gambling site. And it says on here that gambling site, online gambling and virtual, I'll say, chicken fighting.
Virtual cockfighting. That's what I saw. I was like, what is that? Virtual cockfighting? All right, I've got my virtual rooster here. He comes out, the avatar comes out, they peck each other, die. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Your virtual rooster just got killed.
Yeah, it said in 2015 the ownership of the domain changed because they didn't actually pay to maintain the domain. And
They weren't the master of their domain.
They were not.
They were not.
Someone else was now.
So basically, it goes on to just kind of elaborate that, if you want to go gamble in the Philippines, use StarSpangled-Banner200.com, and you can go gamble away on Filipino gambling websites.
But yeah, there's virtual cockfighting.
No.
Actually, it's just Star Spangled 200.
Yes.
Star Spangled.
In case anybody's wanting to go and do some virtual cockfighting.
Yes. But
Can you do that in VR glasses? So it's like 3D?
Probably.
Question.
Get pecked while you're
Oh, gosh.
by the virtual.
Yeah, so there's about 790,000 automobiles still driving around with those licenses.
So they're getting free advertising.
Yep. From the state of Maryland.
What if they do it's funny that makes it okay license plate for us.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
I didn't read the whole, I thought it was going to go a different direction. Did you? So I'm going to bring up something real quick and then you can move on. But have you ever seen, specialized license plate where customized, where they say certain things? And for some of them, I think that you need to either be a certain person or you need a little background check before they just give you some of these like if you have a license plate that says Hot Mama, it's like, we need a picture.
Yeah.
We got to decide. Or if you sexy MDL1, it's like, let's look. Okay, you're just an okay guy. How about that?
Well, they have the sexy.
We can give you okay guy.
They have the sexy multi-tool, so it might check out.
We could give you fat dad. I cannot give you sexy model. Sorry.
I was behind one that was BST space KDS 2. So I assume Best Kids 2, or is it Beast Kids 2?
I don't know.
Yeah. And in that case, they need to bring the kids in.
I've talked about this one before, but it's been a long time. But I was behind one that I took pictures of it. They must have been a bicyclist enthusiast, but it just said APEDLR1. It looked like ape dealer.
Yeah.
Ape dealer 1.
You see the car full of apes.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, ah!
I'm on there. The guy's like, hey, need an ape?
Yeah. Maybe the trunk monkey. Like
I know. Maybe he does. He's a trunk monkey dealer.
Even funnier if the ape's the dealer and he's driving around.
That would be funny.
Yeah, you never know what
You
the
never
license
know.
plates.
So, sorry about that. Go ahead.
No,
we
next.
saw apes that stole drugs, and where was that in?
Oh,
Africa
that was
or Australia.
I think that was India, wasn't it?
It's a long time ago.
Yeah. There you go. I think that's our ape dealer right there. So we talked about too recently a number of Gen Z slang words. When I found another one,
Like grizzle, or what was
glizzy,
that?
glizzy,
Grizzle.
grizzle, glizzies.
I'm a grizzled old man.
You got a grizzled grizzly. No, glizzy. I can't even say it. I'm trying to make fun of it, and I can't even. I'm doing a terrible job.
Glizzy.
Glizzies, yes. So we talked about bed rotting, and here's another one. This one is called Funemployment.
Funemployment.
So
Sounds like a
that
good time.
It does sound like a good
Got
time.
fun in it.
No job, no problem. It says for some, Funemployment, a Funemployment summer after quitting sounds like a perfect plan. So basically, it's a term that describes unemployment as liberating and empowering rather than scary. So it goes on to say that as a woman, Delia Pena, was laid off from her data entry job in late March and has many things she wants to accomplish this summer. A road trip across the South with her teenage niece, finishing the epoxy collage that she's been working on for weeks, and wrapping up the second season of the podcast she hosts, and lots of yoga. So she's got a lot of time on her hands, it seems.
So when you are on Funemployment, do you have to go to the Funemployment office? And
Prove you're having fun.
Yeah.
You have to prove that at least 3 times that week you had fun.
Yeah. Did you really have fun?
Or are you just saying you had fun?
But it says Pena is embracing what's known as funemployment, a term that describes joblessness as liberating and empowering, rather than depressing and scary. Instead of worrying about finding a new job as fast as possible, the funemployed enjoy their time off by taking trips and spending time with loved ones and rekindling their creativity.
Apparently not paying bills is in there as well.
That's my biggest question is how do you pay bills if you're not
You don't
making
worry
money?
about it. You just have fun, Mike. You just go on fun trips and do fun things.
I would be denied funemployment because
I say, do you think
cannot have
employers
funemployment.
fight fun employment claims?
They're supposed to be depressed, not having fun.
Got a insurance investigators following you around taking pictures.
Yeah, they're not having fun.
They're not having fun. He's supposed to be having fun employment. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like I would. Yeah. Don't you want to start looking for another job? I mean, it used to be like if you were unemployed and you went to find a job and there's a big gap of like 6 months where you weren't where like
yeah, what have you been doing?
Fun employment, man. Just fun employment. Enjoying myself.
You'll never guess kind of where this idea came from, or where it's been popularized.
I don't know.
Like a location or
TikTok.
Oh,
So, of course.
Yes, it's spread about on TikTok, and they talked to a professor that she said, I'm not sure if this is brilliant or bonkers. They talked to a
Let's
different...
go with bonkers.
yeah.
That's kind of where I'm leaning. But it says another professor, Randall Peterson, he's a professor at the London Business School, told Insider that taking an extended period between jobs as a time for reflection is healthy, as long as you're not burning through cash.
Well,
With that little exception in there, you
Yeah.
know, as long as you're not burning through cash, it's healthy.
yeah, if you can live without using cash for 6 months,
Where are they living? How are they buying food and paying bills? Or do they pay bills? Maybe. I mean, you have a mortgage or rent, a car payment,
I don't know.
gas.
It's all fun.
It does say in here, Doug, that because resume gaps no longer hold the same stigma and people can make extra cash doing gig work, a period of fun employment sounds just about perfect for some. And does go on to say that not everybody is lucky enough to be able to take on some fun employment.
I would say most people probably
Even
aren't.
just to write this article talking about it, it's just like, it just sounds so tone deaf to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that you don't want to wallow in depression maybe after being laid off, but get back out there.
But if you can get enough views on TikTok, you might be able to do fun employment.
Oh, yeah.
Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
So, leave it to Gen Z.
Mike, I'm the boss. I call you in. Come on in, Mike. Shut the door behind you. You like having fun, Mike? No, I do not.
I hate fun.
No fun.
I hate it.
I hate it.
Fun and I, we go way back.
Yeah.
We have a history.
I
And a good one.
Yeah, I guess. Now I've got some great news for you. You are going to be having a lot of fun this summer.
I'd be saying, I haven't had fun for 10 years.
I haven't 10.
20.
I don't know when the last time I had fun.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I'm going to have so much fun on my fun employment by bed rotting, doing nothing.
That's right.
Just crazy.
Well, I know where you can get a mattress if you need one.
Oh, gosh.
It's been used for a hot decade. All right. Well, I just got a few little things, and then we'll wrap this up. But this kind of ties in. Not really, but
Not at all.
it's not fun employment. It's work related. Let's put it that way. But a woman went to TikTok because she was complaining about her pay, and it says that she's a healthcare professional. But then I was trying to find what her job was, and it just says she's in case management. I don't know what. I guess
She manages the cases.
it sounds like paperwork, probably.
Briefcases.
You know, putting data entry type stuff.
Yeah.
I would assume in the office. But when the whole article just kept saying that she was a health worker, which to me, and I was thinking nurse, some kind of a technician, but regardless, she was complaining because she found out that janitors at the Buck-ees gas station make more money than she does.
And for those that don't know what a Buc-ees is, it's a giant gas station.
It's insane.
I get stressed out when I
got
go
stressed
there.
out about it.
I can't stay in there more than about 10 minutes.
My wife loved it and wanted to just walk around. I walked around for a few minutes. I will say this. They got huge bathrooms, and I've been to like 2 Buc-ees.
Yeah, we've been to 2.
And both times, the bathrooms are immaculate. They're
they're
very
huge.
nice. They're huge. I mean, lots of stalls, lots of urinals, lots of
sinks,
sinks,
hand dryers.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge and super clean, and they have attendants in there basically like directing traffic. I'm not even like they come in. It's like we got to open one here. What are you looking for?
Take a number.
1 and 2, 1 and 2. 2s are over there. 1's here. 1's here. We got one.
Do you want to be next to a guy or not?
It's like I prefer not to. That's always There's always a buffer zone.
Yeah.
But
well, I haven't been to a Buc-ee's, but maybe that's why the janitors are paid so much.
That could be. But she was all upset. She explains that she found out the Buc-ee's gas station pays their janitorial staff the same hourly rate that she makes as a caseworker after she asked for a raise.
So she's saying her job is much more important than the janitors.
Well, she comes out and says, that's not what I'm saying. Well, it sounds like it. She goes, I can't believe I'm a case manager. And again, I'm not taking anything away from her job.
No.
But in this day and age where you've got AI and everything else that can do data management and stuff like that, find an AI that's going to be doing the cleaning the bathroom. These kind of jobs, I think, are going to get paying more. Because first off, if you've ever worked cleaning that bathroom, that is a no fun job.
Nope, it's nasty.
It's bad, and they should make quite a bit of money if you're good at it and you work hard. But
it's poo.
It is poo. But Buc-ee's is a gas station chain, like we said. It's convenience. It's mostly convenience stores throughout the South. It says the Midwest. I haven't seen one in the Midwest. I haven't seen them.
South's the only place.
Alabama, Georgia. That's where I've.
Kentucky, I think we saw one.
Okay.
Mississippi, we saw one too. Yeah.
I do want to go to a Buc-ee's. I just want to go.
I mean, it's something.
I want to go check it out.
It's something to see.
It
but
is
it's
insane.
Yeah, like I said, I'm in there about 10 minutes. It is just packed wall to wall of people.
Now, it does say that they're full-time workers, which I'm going to assume are like assistant managers and managers. It says they're paid a yearly salary that starts at $100,000 a year for assistant manager.
I'm moving south.
Assistant manager makes $100,000 and can go up, if you're the manager, can go up to as much as $225,000 or more. So not bad.
Good for them.
If you've ever worked retail, I mean, they're
yeah.
open 24/7,
Yep.
365. They're never closed.
And for $200,000, I'm sure you're expected to be there.
You're not going to be working 40 hours a week.
Yeah, you won't be Funemployed.
No, there won't be any Funemployment at all. It's going to be a lot of hard work. And some people were saying and complaining that Buc-ee's only give their workers a 5-minute break in 8 hours, which I can't believe that's
that's
true.
not. I mean, it's not legal.
No. Now, do you get to sit at your desk and play on your phone and, listen to music? And no, you're probably working that entire 8-hour shift when you're not on your break. But that's how a lot of jobs are. Like a lot of people that work at a desk job they don't realize that the people that are out in the workforce where you're, doing an actual job, you don't get time to do stuff. I can't just be on my phone with my job. I mean, a lot of times I have to leave it in the truck or it's in my pocket. When I'm there, I'm working with a customer, working on equipment.
Man, that's a novel concept. That's crazy.
But I went through most of my life without a phone, so it's not that big of a deal. But anyway, I was just bringing that up because she was complaining about how this, the janitor, she started to try, it started off like she was maybe complaining that her job should be making more money than a janitor. But then later she kind of recanted that because I think she realized how it was sounding. I'm not saying they're not worth it, but I should be.
Yeah, I mean, overall,
I'm worth more than that.
Overall, it didn't sound like she had too bad an attitude about it. It was more like she just observed it. But yeah, at first it sounded like that.
All right. Well, moving on. A woman in Georgia broke into a restaurant and she got arrested. She's accused of making a $500 salad.
Jeez. What'd she put in that salad?
That's what I thought. And
caviar.
That was the headline. But as you read it, what she did, she broke in, made the salad, but she opened up the containers, used her bare hands, so she contaminated all the ingredients, and they had to throw them out. And the cost of that was $500. But still, if I'm going to get arrested and go to jail, I'm not breaking in and making a salad. Are you?
Can you imagine telling the guys in the jail cell, yeah, what are you in for? Salad.
Yeah, I made a salad.
And it was 1:55 a.m. on a Saturday night.
Who's eating salad at 1:55? If you have the munchies for salad?
I guess so.
I mean, she did. At that time, it's like I'd be going burger, chicken, maybe.
Taco John's.
You can do the Waffle House. I mean, you can do waffles. Waffles or pancakes at that time of the morning. That's when you want to eat a pancake or waffle.
A salad.
2 a.m. That's good stuff. Steak and eggs, but salad.
She was charged with theft by taking.
Opposed to what?
Theft by giving?
What other kind of theft is there? Yeah, I don't understand it. But I don't know what's your weapon of choice there if you're gonna get arrested, Mike. What are you stealing?
Oh man,
is it got to be like food related? Or?
Well, I say keep it related to the story somewhat.
I mean, it's got to be like a top of the line like steak.
That's where I went. I said I'm breaking in and
only if you can get ranch with it.
Craig ruins every time we bring up steak. You ruin it. Nobody wants.
No, somebody does.
Actually, I'm probably in the minority anymore with that because especially in the Midwest, I see a lot of people using ranch on everything in the Midwest.
No, I love ranch, but
I had ranch on my pizza last night.
That's great.
Yeah,
I love pizza with ranch, but
I don't like dipping my pizza in. I just like the pizza. I don't need to add something to the pizza.
I like the ranch. I love the ranch with pizza. I do not like the ranch. I don't even know what that is with ranch and steak.
Oh, if you have a good steak, you don't need any of that other stuff.
Now,
maybe that's the problem. The steaks I get probably aren't good.
I do enjoy mushrooms and onions sauteed with steak.
Well, you can even do a little seasoned salt on it before you're cooking it or something. Sprinkle it on there, let it sit out for like an hour at room temperature, and then grill it or broil it.
Yeah, that's what I got. I mean, it's got to be pristine steak.
Greg,
pristine. Not one
What are you doing? A big tub of ranch dressing and
no Reese's eggs. No.
You'd be set for a while though, probably.
To go to I don't know. Let me think.
It's not going to be salad.
No, it is not going to be salad.
They call you the Easter Bunny. You steal all the Reese's eggs.
Yeah, it'd have to be a pile of them. To go to jail though, I mean.
You gotta hijack the truck, the delivery truck, I think.
Maybe I'd go in and make myself a Chinese buffet.
You're gonna make a buffet?
Well,
Greg's working for
this guy
18 hours. Fried rice.
Got my walkout. And
he gets the onions, make the little train.
Hibachi.
I'm gonna have
Man, Greg really. But I was gonna fry up a simple steak or something.
Sake.
All right, we've got the pineapple chicken done. I'm getting ready to do the hot pepper chicken, getting some General Tso's going. Got 4 or 5 woks going.
I'm assuming it's already available when I walk in.
I don't know. Chinese buffet at 2 a.m.
That could be brutal.
You may want some ranch dressing with it then. All right. Well, let's hit the last story. Let's go to France.
Oui, oui.
That's what I was waiting for. A French woman falls in love and plans to marry a robot.
Oh.
Yes, the robots are taking everything. They're taking jobs. They're taking women. They're taking it all.
Is she going to double date with the woman that loves roller coasters?
I don't know. That was a story. She was from Germany.
Yeah.
All right. It says, just as all of you single people out there decided that the dating these days is impossible, things got a whole lot worse. There's some new competition in town. And they don't have any of the emotional baggage, extra weight around the tummy,
no emotions, period.
Questionable history that you do. Yeah. Robots. We're talking robots. The thought of an AI coming in and stealing your boyfriend may seem silly, But with virtual porn and sex robots actually on the market, the whole idea is becoming way too real. So this woman here in 2016 said she fell in love with a robot named Inmovator, who she 3D printed herself. So she made her own boyfriend. And she comes out and says she's a proud robosexual. We don't hurt anybody.
What will her flag be?
Don't know. I bet her dream date would be Go Gadget, Inspector Gadget.
Oh.
Says there really is someone out there for everybody. And they said before you think it's too crazy, that some countries are talking about maybe by the year 2050 making it. I don't know how you're going to make it legal to marry a robot, but some doctor out there has a book, Loves and Sex with Robots. But this woman, she fell in love with this robot, and she really wants to be able to marry it. She said she's only in 2 relationships that have confirmed my love orientation because I dislike really physical contact with human flesh. So it sounds like she's got some issues to maybe go.
Yes, it does.
Go to some counseling or something. But I get to thinking,
this robot is terrifying.
It's just like white and.
This is scary.
It looks like a crash test dummy.
Kind of. If a crash test dummy was like in a horror movie.
Yes.
If you took it and you said, oh, hey, the crash test dummy comes alive and kills a bunch of people. Like,
yes.
Oh, okay. It does look like.
Like it sends people to their deaths in cars. Yeah.
I'm tired of you killing all of our own people. We're going to put you in the car.
Yes.
But, a lot of women complain that their men, they're not emotional. Well, then you're creating, the robot has no emotions whatsoever.
Oh, but they can make it have whatever emotions they want it to have.
But it won't be real.
Will be to them.
Until it learns just to push those emotions down into its little box.
The robots are dying of heart attacks because of the stress.
circuit board.
And if they have a wedding, so they come in, are you on the groom side or the bride side? Would you get him a toaster? Would he get offended if you brought a toaster? My grandmother was a toaster.
The groom side is like a bunch of servers.
Figured, or the vacuum, the robot vacuum comes in.
Yeah, our Eufy will be there.
The robotic garbage cans. They're over in France.
Yeah.
Where was that at? Was that Sweden? That had
the ones that talk?
That talk dirty to get you to throw stuff into it.
Yep.
They're all at the wedding.
They're all at the wedding.
Oh, baby.
So he doesn't throw a garter. What would he throw? A USB plug? Cable?
Yeah, USB cable, flash drive.
Okay. Can't wait for you to get me home and plug me in.
I need to recharge first, though.
That's right. I'm not a machine. Oh, wait a minute. I am a machine. I just saw this. Come on. Really? But yeah, so since 2016, she printed this thing. I guess that, she can get updates, improvements.
Software updates.
You give it 5 years, you'll see the robot sitting in the recliner, and she's got to be waiting on a hand and foot.
Yeah.
Bring me a beer.
What are you going to do? What if he goes and he wants to get divorced? She's bringing nothing to this relationship. I'm doing everything.
He finds out he doesn't like human flesh either.
He cheats on her with another robot, the ATM machine.
Where have you been going all night and taking your ATM card with you?
Right. You're smothering me. Quit asking me all these questions. So, all right. Well, that's where our bright future looks like it's headed. So, we'll continue marching to the fall of humanity.
I wonder what romantic songs will be like this.
Bunch of binary. I don't know.
Yeah.
They might bring the dial-up tones back. That might be good.
Like the modems used to sound.
Yeah. When the dirty talk for him, it just sounds like you're trying to get on a 56 cable. Oh, that's it, baby. All right there. You're smoking my servo units. All right. Well, I got nothing else.
Gosh.
Anything else you need to wrap up?
What would a baby?
Jeez. A nightmare? A baby
Real
robot?
arms with a fake body.
An android.
Yeah.
That would be terrifying. That would just be.
It's got one eye that pops on.
Oh, gosh.
I'm sure it would look like one of those freaky dolls from the 60s that tried to talk.
Oh, it'd have to.
Mama. Like, yikes. All right. Well, I got nothing else. You got anything?
Nope.
Mike?
Nope.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We hope you enjoyed the show. We hope you just have a great week. Relax. Take in a deep breath. Don't get offended by things. Don't get that upset. Life is way too short.
I'm a little offended.
You're a little offended. Well, you're a little something all the time, so that's fine. We hope you are tuning in 7 days, but until then, see ya.
Later.
Peace.